What is going on, folks? It's your boy OJ, and we are back playing the Outer Worlds. Alright, so if I remember correctly, what I think is going to happen is that I am going to try to convince everyone there to like me, and then they'll go and tell their boss that I'm a good guy. And then after that, she will agree to go back to the town. Probably not what's going to happen, though. I'd like to think that's what's going to happen, but it probably won't happen. So, negative side. Positive side, we have hope. Alright, so let's get back to it, I guess. So, I already talked to this guy. That's good. Now, I think I'm going to have to try to find more people. I could just steal their power regulator, but I'm not gonna. I'm actually gonna help them out. Or try to. Now let's talk to old girl and see what she says. Because if I can convince her to move back.
Anything else I can do for you?
Yeah.
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are. My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone.
Guttering in of a
Me and
flame.
mine are just carrying on as best we can, trying to live our lives in a way that does not feel wasted. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
That is true.
If you think Reed does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna?
No.
That was all me.
I don't think I was here.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
I probably will. Let's go talk to Reed. Now, I know this is a roundabout way of doing things, but I like to be 100% sure with my decisions. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go talk to Reed. If Reed has the same story, he tells the same exact story, I'll cut the power to the town. Even though there is good people there. I get it. I understand it. But, with that said, what's stopping them from moving out here and becoming settlers too? So I don't really know what to think right now, because yeah, Reed has the cannery and he's kind of a dick. True. But if it's a better way of living for everybody, is if everybody's back in town. And the main thing is that everybody's safe, because I'm pretty sure this place is guarded from marauders and such. And I mean, either way, I get what I want. I mean, that's nothing to no one else. Either way, I'm going to get what I want. It is what it is. Edgewater. But if I can do that and make both people happy, or persuade her to move back here, and then maybe Reed not be so much of an ass, then that's what I'm going to do. But I have to figure that out, because at this point, I'm not 100% sure of me being able to do anything. Yet. There's the cannery. Did she say her dad had one? Where did her dad work? Hi. If I come up here, will you shoot me? Ew. Oh, it's the little gecko dudes. What's stopping me from stealing all your stuff? Nothing, really. I could just take all of this. Oh, she scared me. I thought she was a guard. I was like, no, I'm not going to take it all. I was just kidding. Yeah, the volume 2 is what he wanted. So that's solid. Well, also, I mean, what is stopping the people from the town coming there? Is it because they don't have many guards or what? I don't know. I'm so confused. But all I do know is that I need to go talk to homie, and I don't know where he went. Oh, he's up here. Let's go talk to Reed, see what the heck he wants, because Parvati, or whatever her name is, she likes the people of this town. Well, she says they're good people, which I believe the people probably are. I think it's just him.
My offer remains standing should you reconsider. Go ahead. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town. Nature is uglier.
It's true.
There's safety here.
Well, nature's not.
Safety and purpose. But not all of us see that. And I cannot force that vision upon them.
That's true.
Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. But it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on. Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored Saltuna in our heyday.
I don't know what Saltuna is.
Ever since Adelaide left, we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint.
But what is it?
Go ahead. Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up. Show up to work, put in your hours, wear a smile. Problems of the body come from problems of the spirit. Work improves the spirit and fortifies the body. And where do you suggest we find this magical panacea? Can we pan for medicine in the stream? Medicine is a rare and precious commodity. If you demonstrate you have earned the right to be treated, you will be treated. Otherwise, you must heal yourself.
That's not the way that works.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose. Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most.
He's just all about
That I
the
cannot
money.
say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society, waiting to infect the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent. Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude, and it is one we will see through to the end.
I already don't like him,
Go ahead.
but he has a weird way of thinking.
Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors.
I don't know what a cysty pig is. Sorry, I need to move. That sounds disgusting. Don't you people eat anything other than salt tuna? No, it just sounds
Begging your
disgusting.
pardon, Saltuna is a staple in the diet of any self-respecting spacer. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world. Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms.
Mostly.
Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate.
That's probably where the...
Go ahead. It is my job to keep two eyes on my town.
You only have two
I am the
eyes.
steward of this place, and this is my watch post. I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
I don't care.
Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family.
Also true.
We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do.
Alright, so he also says that, but I guess let me go talk to... I wish that there was like a doctor in town that I could talk to that'd be like, hey, well, Adelaide has plants. That's where antibiotics come from. Now see, this is what irritates me. I wish there was a doctor. I could probably go talk to the other dude in here.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
Okay, I mean, no one's asking you, but alright. Care if you're gonna be a minute?
Back again?
Yeah.
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Okay. Alright, so I don't know. Because I like Adelaide, and she's like all about the people, right? But the town is fantastic, right? Well, I mean, it's not fantastic. I mean, they have plagues, but...
Got my sights on you.
Thanks, guy. Or girl. Girl. What about this homie? What are you doing? I can't even talk to him. That's probably the mushroom part. So, like I said, morally hard decision. Because if I shut the stuff off to the town, then...
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
No. Didn't he say there was a book?
It's an office. Just my office.
I am gonna
Hey,
take
that's... I mean, if you need it. Okay.
that. Hey, that's... Oh, this is her house.
Oh, you like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here.
Adelaide's got plenty. I like the bypass things.
If
That's
you
the...
need to go, I'll... I don't like coming out here.
This is her house.
Stare.
Alright. I guess it's just time to make a decision. Shut off it to the town or shut it off to Adelaide. If I shut it off to Adelaide, there's a good chance that she's going to come back to the town. Solid. Negative side of things is... Well, I mean, she's only got like 5 people that live there. I don't know. Let's go back to her. Talk to her for a little bit. Dude said if I'm on my travels, he'd pay me for that. Is that in my journal? Oh, I could give her stuff. Yeah. How much does her armor do? 7? Oh yeah, she's got better armor than the rest of the stuff right here. Already. What about this stuff? Oh! Oh, she has 0 perk points. Okay. Alright, anyway. What I was doing. I'm already done with that. Frightened engineer. Okay, so there's 3 volumes, and I gave him 1 already. So hopefully, let me talk to her really quick. Let me see what she has to say.
Where are we headed?
She just took off her helmet.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Oh,
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers.
oh,
Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception.
oh my God.
So when I was born, I got sent here.
Hmm.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Right.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was
Look
fine,
at her all
I
nervous.
expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
There you go. Alright, so we got 1 of the data pads. But we already had it. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes scavenging around and just randomly picking up stuff helps. I don't know what's over there, but I don't know if I want to know. I would like to get the book for the doctor, just because I like money. All these are closed up, so it's probably not going to be in any of those. Okay. So this is what we gotta do. We gotta go talk to Adelaide. Maybe. And tell her what he said. Break my way in here. No. I am close, however, though. If I could find 1 more of those things. They just keep a necklace in the pantry, that's fine. In the cabinets, that's fine. I can sleep? Oh, I don't want to sleep. Alright. But I wonder what's in this house and why that door is locked. Quite frankly, I don't like the town. But I also value the opinion of my direct peer, which would be her. So, and I just like all the dialogue options you have in here. Just you could just talk at any time, basically. So that's kind of cool. Or if anybody else needs help. Botanical lab. And that's cool that she's been able to grow all this stuff. Like, that's super neat. I don't know.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands. Fresh off the limb. And that includes canid meat.
Okay, well. Cool, I guess. God. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Hold Z to sell junk. Dope. And now I got some monies. E to sell. Okay. Alright, let's go to armor first, because I don't need that. Don't need that. That. Or that. Weapons. I don't really have many of those, so we're not going to sell that stuff. Parts, we're not going to sell. That, we're not going to sell. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, so I'm glad I could do that. Is it stealing? Yeah. I want to steal it from these people because I like these people.
Home is where the heart is.
Oh, that's so.
Marauders took that saying a little too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I've already been in there. I'm gonna go talk to Homeboy, give him this other one. That's not him. Shut your mouth.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Correct.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
I don't know.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back in the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. What's
I'm
on
gonna
your
ask you
mind?
something.
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
Okay.
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence.
Well,
I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... we could really use... this isn't coming out right.
no, it's not.
If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Okay, so Adelaide accepts everybody here, which is good. And it's not the factory, which is also good. I don't know what jobs they have. There's a lot more houses than I thought there was. So there's probably more settlements. See, I hate this. Because I could just steal that. I could just steal that and go. That's what I need. It's the power regulator. But I want to divert the power. Let's talk to Adelaide again, see if she's changed her mind about anything, because I'm helping. What are you doing?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
I'm listening.
Okay.
That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
Okay.
This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me.
Nope.
Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever. Are you talking about an escape pod of some sort?
Correct.
Where did you say you were from?
Space.
I could do without the mockery. If you don't want to tell me where you're from, that's fine by me.
I feel like I'm not mocking.
Oh dear. I see what's happening. You've been taking a drink.
I don't like her.
That stuff will burn right through your upper story. Leave you raving and babbling. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell. I'm listening.
Okay, so she's got some pretty dope plants, which they didn't have before. So let's
Keep your wits about you, friend.
I don't know what to do. I really don't.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Good deal. That's all you had to say, huh? I appreciate that. So the town. Man, this is a tough decision. I don't like making decisions like this. I mean, I do, but I don't at the same time. Because it's hard. Because I know what I would do, right? I would divert power from the town. But I'm not in the situation either. So I don't know exactly what everybody's going through. So I'm not sure. I wish I can cut those power things off, though. Is there anything else around here? I don't think so. Because that's all one building. I don't even think I can go in there. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. Ooh. I'll take the saber. Alright. I should probably take it off the stun one now. I'm probably not going to be facing any more robots anytime soon. Alright, that's so creepy. That would be terrifying coming at you. The Edgewater mascot? I'm guessing. I wish this place had a... Well, I mean, this place does have a power regulator. Edgewater at the Botanical Library. I mean, okay, hold on. This is what I'll do. I will, this is cheating. I'll save it here. And if there's any adverse effects, I'll go back. There we go. See what Homegirl says.
You did the brightest thing you could, sending the power back to the colony. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they didn't care much for me.
It's true. Alright. I mean, I don't want to help Spacer's Choice. Don't get me wrong. Oh. Now that the power's off, I can convince him to go back. Which kind of seems like they have to at this point. But. If they go back, maybe I can convince Homeboy to let her have a garden out there, or redirect power to a garden or something, because that's what she wants to do. She doesn't like the cannery. She doesn't like working for the company, which or that guy, which I wouldn't either. He's kind of a POS. So if we could just make it to where she doesn't have to do that, or like she like part-time does it, like it's not like a big thing to her, or it's not a big responsibility, but it's like, you know, one of those that she'll have to do, then possibly. But I don't know. Honestly, I'm just here. Oh. Well, that's depressing. Everything shut off, huh? Oh, they're in a circle. That doesn't look good. Now I'm gonna go talk to Adelaide, which I'm also gonna take.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
Well, that's very nice of you.
All you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
Unless you go back.
I'm gonna ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Those people, the personal Adelaide.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them.
I will. They like me.
Talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater.
That's fine.
This is now your responsibility.
That's 100%.
Tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
I don't see why it has to be this way.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
Kind of both.
Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Okay.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater.
Sounds good to me.
Tell them how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me.
Okay, that's weird.
I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Okay.
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty.
Oh,
Enough for
that's
a
true.
generation's worth of crops.
But they're putting plagued people in there. Okay, okay, alright. Well, I knew I was right. I am gonna steal your power regulator, however. But let's go talk to these folks.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
Big facts, it's not. I did that.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right.
I think I am
town
too.
could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one.
There we go.
I could do a lot of good in Edgewater.
See?
Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox.
Maybe don't get too caught up in it.
Adelaide's never gonna forgive me.
Alright.
In 100 years. I go
Okay.
crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
I mean, I don't...
You know where to find me.
I will. Alright, I've like halfway convinced him, so that's solid.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand. The matter's been weighing on me.
Oh.
Zoe came back,
but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in?
Phrasing.
I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back.
He will.
Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Honestly, kind of for the best.
Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
So, if I can talk him into either A, stepping down, or B, which I've got a good persuasion skill, B, I don't think I'm going to kill him. I can talk him into stepping down, or letting her run another place. I don't think instead of the cannery. I think that they should have both. I think that they should have well tuna and... I don't think it's called well tuna, but whatever it's called. I think that they should be able to have both. Like, you know, maybe have some tomatoes with their tuna. I don't know. I don't know. And all he needs is one more of those engineering books. I don't know where to find that. You know what? Maybe that's in the power plant. Maybe it's in that other door. Maybe. I mean, I doubt it, but it's worth a look. What's in here? Ew. Oh, I don't want to kill this thing. I mean, I definitely shouldn't have wasted my ammunition on it, for sure, but... Why aren't you picking things up anymore? I probably should have switched. But whatever. No, I don't want to hack that. I'm going to leave those. Because, well, unless I can open that door. I just got 2 more bypass shuns. I think I only needed 4 to begin with. And I had more than 4 anyway. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? Because doors don't take bypass shuns. Right? They take the other stuff. I don't really care about the messages. Alright, so now I have everything up here. Oh, just broke my ankles. That's alright, whatever. No. I've never had that notification before, so it's kind of crazy. But let's go in here and talk to Homeboy. Tell him that we might have 2 people. So...
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? I expected as much. I've been thinking about it. I could use Adelaide back, but if she's being obstinate, try to talk her followers into returning. We need the extra hands. Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes.
Everyone has.
But I have done my best for this town.
And I actually believe that.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave.
I can.
I am a Spacer's choice man. My father was a Spacer's choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
No.
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree?
I think the same thing.
We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat
salt tuna, not whale tuna.
And only salt tuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible.
I mean, I'm not going to tell him where it's coming from.
Gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
I'm not going to tell him that.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do.
I mean,
I won't stand in her way.
He's a heartless asshole.
Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
But
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
Well, as long as you have a plan. I don't really care. I like what she did, and if you can cure the town, you can cure the town. That's good, but the only thing is they're going to have to cure the plague before she can kill people, and...
Something you need?
No. Just thought you were going to talk about that decision. But apparently, I was wrong. Alright, let's go there first. Get him the last book. Then we'll go back to Adelaide, tell her, and then we'll make our way back. I am good. See, this is why you always choose... Well, not always, but this is why you choose to do the persuasive route instead of intimidation. Because, one, I don't want to fight them guards. I'm going to be honest with you. That just doesn't... I can hit with my gun. And... See, I have a gaming mouse, but it's only 3 buttons, right? I use it for World of Warcraft. I'll play that sometimes on here or whatever. But I have a gaming mouse, so I have 3 buttons. I never even think about... I already knew what the second mouse button did, right? But I didn't know, or the third mouse button, but I didn't know what the second mouse button did. And now I know it hits things. Man, I would have been using that. Like I said, I cannot and will not do things sneakily. That's just, I can't. It's just not in my nature. But I'm not always in it for the violence. I know a lot of this is just talking, and that can be annoying. But we solved a lot of things here today. The plague may not be going on anymore. Okay, they said it was on someone's desk. Oh, I mean, y'all didn't see what that said, but I know what it said. The repair bay. I don't know where the repair bay is. Watch your head. Oh. I had this door. There's an axe in here? Dope. And I get all this stuff. Also dope. What is this? Ardino? Yeah. Alright, so the repair bay. This is reception. This goes back toward the plant, which I'd imagine this is where the repair bay would be, is in the plant. I marked all these robots. I like that the lights are on now, though. Repair bay. See, I should have searched everywhere in here. Thanks. Is this the repair bay? Is this just a door? And okay, maybe he's downstairs? Because I don't think he's back upstairs. Unless he's all the way upstairs.
You're not real.
No, he's got to be downstairs. Alright, I'll just run around in a circle. I know I'm going to have to kill some more robots, more than likely, or kill him. Which I hope I don't have to kill him.
Go away, Phantom.
Go away, Phantom. I don't know what he's talking about. I guess I'll figure it out. He's done lost it. Oh, there he is. And there's what I'm looking for. Woo!
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk?
Yeah.
The Phantom's never talked before.
No.
I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
He reminds me of the Shigora. Slow down, tell me what's going on.
Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Dope.
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Okay.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
True.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer.
Dope.
I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Ah.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
Somewhat.
There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Okay, I don't remember asking.
Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
No. I'll just excuse myself. In the other... There is no other room down here. Is there? I have an impact hammer. Alright, so I got the third volume for him. I'm glad about that. I'm gonna help Can I... Alright. Oh, it's on the other side. Okay. So melee, ranged. Let's get ranged up. Let's get dialogue up. Dialogue's a big thing that I need. And tech. Dope. Oh, yeah. Did Parvy level up too? She did. Plus 10 engineering. Yeah, we'll do that. Absolutely. Because that helps me out more than anybody. Oh, no. Dope. Okay, so now she's a badass engineer. What was he talking about, though? The frightened engineer. Oh, I don't need that. Okay, well, in the other room. So I guess I just look for the other room. At a terminal, which tells them whether or not to attack, which I can do, and I'll just tell them to attack each other, which I'll also do, because if I can do that, which I've killed all of them now, but oh well, we'll go with that. That either. I'm not gonna stay in here very long. I think it's this room up here on the right. Yeah. Oh. Alright, so I could have done that from the get-go. But it's fine. I didn't actually need to do that now, but... Shall we go talk to him again? Maybe he can keep this place up and running. I'm not going to talk to him again. It takes too long. This series is already going to be long enough. I don't need to make it any longer. Auntie Cleo. Wonder whose auntie that is. Alright, so now that I have that, go give it to him. Tell her the good news that Homeboy's stepping down. I wish they would keep the cannery open, though. Like, just to have jobs and such. But if she can make everything grow, that's good. Bad side is she might have to kill people to do it. Win-win, I guess. But I'm gonna talk to him first. Give him this. Go fix my ship. And figure out what the rest of this game is about. Because I feel like I've solved a lot of problems. But I am not even an inch into the game. Which is good. Because I don't mind side missions.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
I have.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Now I'm giving you 3. You should be...
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
It was.
That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
Good deal.
Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear.
Parvati.
I'll do you proud.
Well, I'm glad they're...
Glad we could help, Thomas.
Good deal.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Okay. Electrocharged surface? Dope. So now when things do me physical damage...
Look at that. The snakes come back.
Everyone likes me but you.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point.
Truth.
Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may.
Yes.
You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted.
Dope.
I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Truth. Take care. Alright. So, it's gonna be good if I go fix my ship.
Keep your wits about you. Keep your wits about you,
Why
friend.
not you? Her.
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with?
Well, it's not Tom's fault, it's mine.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
Why?
Didn't think she'd go back so long as Reed was still running the place. Something must have changed.
It did.
If Adelaide's going back to Edgewater, we'll follow her.
Good deal. Now you, Thomas.
I'm glad Adelaide's coming back to town with us. With Reed gone, we're gonna need her leadership.
True. Alright. I have literally done all the quests in this area. I'm level 5. Which means I can equip this thing now. But I also don't want it. So I'll probably just give it to her. 491 energy, so I like mine. Parvy, you will use this. Thanks, G. Because I like everything I got going on right now. And nobody's dying. Homeboy's got an alternate plan. I'm not helping the Robo Tech guy get his book because I just don't care that much. That was an unsettling noise. But let's see what she says.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Thanks. Definitely not a captain, though. I don't know where she came up with that from. I mean, I do have a ship. I'm not technically the captain of it. Alright. We're making it back to our ship. I believe. I think I have to go back through Edgewater to do that, though. Which isn't an issue either. What's the purpose of this? Oh, well. Maybe I'll come back here eventually. And the town will be all changed. Okay, so that's just an awful... This is just an awful place. Terrera 2 is just not good. So...
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
That sucks. But... let us see what we can do here. Woo! Spectrum vodka. Glass for every class. Oh, what's that guy gonna think? And it's unsettling how they only have 2 guards.
Hey, Miss Parvati.
What's up, Silas?
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Thanks, guy.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here.
Oh.
Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
No.
Yeah?
No, not really. Alright. So, let's go back to my ship now. Fix it. And get off this planet. My ship. Wish I could slide. And I love how characters in games can just run forever. Does she use my ammo when she shoots? Just thought about that. But I gave her an awesome weapon. See, I like doing that. I did that in Skyrim too. So like when you get a badass weapon, you just hand it off to somebody else. Like whoever you have following you, and that helps their survivability a lot.
Your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
Well,
Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
sorry folks, but she can't. Just kidding, she's coming with me. Woo!
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
She called me Captain earlier. Before she knew I was this captain. And we are back. Alright, folks. I am going to save it right here. New save, of course. And that will be the end of this episode. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I want to know how I'm doing so far. And you guys have fun.